Hey, welcome to today's episode of the High With Us podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Martinez. Today I have special guest, Mr. Taylor Doolittle out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're covering a deal breakdown, which is cool, interesting stories. What is your cool, interesting story, Taylor, that you got for us today?
All right. So real estate is full of many interesting stories. When you're dealing with just humans in general, right, you're going to come across some pretty interesting stuff. So some clients of mine from way back when, I met them during a showing at a property. I was actually showing it to another client of mine. I was waiting for them to show up, and these people just knocked on my window and said, "Hey, we're waiting for our agent. They're not here yet. Can you just show us the house?" I showed them the house, and it turns out that in the disclosures of the property looked really nice. The inside was really built out well, and it was really cheap, and it wasn't selling, and we were just curious. And so flip to the last page of the disclosure statement, and it turns out that there was a kind of brutal crime that happened in the property. That's why it didn't sell. Really sad story, and just we got out of there and we're just kind of scared off from that property. After that, over the next year, we looked at properties. They wanted to flip their own property for the first time. We found a house, great price. It was really torn up, lots of cat pee smell. We ended up getting it at a really great price, and over the next year, they were renovating it. So one day I was in the neighborhood, wanted to drive to their place and see how the work was going, and so they're walking me through the property. They'd done an absolute awesome job. All of the work they were doing, mostly themselves, and they're great at what they did. And we go upstairs, and they're just showing me the layout that they're building out up there, and all of a sudden we hear what sounds like firecrackers outside. We walk over to the window and we look outside, and there's literally people chasing each other, jumping into cars, and we're like witnessing what seemed like a old Western style cowboy movie shoot off. We back away from the window, we kind of sit down on the ground, and we say, maybe we should just wait here for a second before we move forward. Ended up, everything was fine. We were okay. We locked up the house and left. They ended up selling the property a couple months later. And then a couple months later after that, then the real estate market kind of took a dive as there was just a lot of unrest in our town because of all of the George Floyd stuff that happened in Minneapolis. So
this show is sponsored by HiveMind CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the HiveMind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings, and of course to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
It was just interesting. I met this couple at a house where some sketchy stuff was going on, and then we were in the house and some sketchy stuff went on, and very thankfully we made it to the end of it and everyone was safe and okay, and we just stayed out of that neighborhood from now on.
Yeah, I've personally witnessed 2 shootouts before. It was quite an experience, to say the least. For everybody out there, man, be safe out there. I mean, sometimes you gotta pack your own protection, if you know what I mean, when you're going out to some parts of the city. But be safe out there. Nothing that commission or that wholesale deal might not be worth your life. So be safe out there. I say that very, very wholeheartedly. I mean, I'm sure if you check the news, there's real estate agent that gets killed probably once every 6 months that you hear of, you know, and it's a thing that's reality, you know, for a landlord.
A big piece for people just to really know is just situational awareness, right? So never, if you're ever feel like your senses are tingling of like, this just doesn't feel right, just don't put yourself in that situation, and avoid any situations where you might feel unsafe, or you know that you might be unsafe. So unfortunately, every metro area probably has areas like that. So just like you said, be careful, use common sense, and don't go places where you might be putting yourself into a dangerous situation.
Yeah, it's a good story, man. This is real life. This is real life, and I'm glad you were able to talk about this in a situation like this, just because, like I said, this is stuff that happens. It happens. It happens in every city at some point, and it's crazy, but it's just the real life and real life things that happen. So
Yeah,
don't live life in fear, but just be aware.
exactly.
Thanks for coming out, man. This is such a good little mini episode for everybody here, man. Hopefully you can take some notes, and hopefully it doesn't happen to you, but be aware, guys. Don't put yourself in stupid situations. And where can people find you online, Taylor? And we got Taylor Doolittle, realestate.com. And where else people find you online?
Yeah, so I'm most active on Facebook. If you just search Taylor Doolittle, my name, you'll find my headshot as my profile picture. There's not many Taylor Doolittles out there, based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And then on Instagram, I'm Taylor.Doolittle. And that's where I post kind of more fun stuff or things that I find during showings or being out and about or real estate projects.
There you go. If you like this episode, go share it with a friend. There's always cool and interesting stories when we cover deal breakdowns. So please go like, subscribe, share it. We'll see you on the next episode. Thanks, Ted, for coming on. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching this YouTube video. We hope you found value. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Watch more videos just like this one.